Welcome back. Today we are going to complete a show that you know. Of course, we will do a review first. We're also going to practice our 3 types of subtraction problems: takeaway, comparing, and part whole. Let's get started. Your show that you know today is going to ask you to work with some part whole problems, like these over here. Your show that you know is also going to ask you to represent your work in addition and subtraction. So we're going to practice that now so that you're ready. Let's take a look at our first question. Gabe has saved $27 to buy a remote control car. The car costs $100. How much more money does Gabe need to save? Well, let's start with addition here. We know that he has $27. We know he needs to get to $100 to buy the toy car. We are going to be making addition jumps. The first jump I want to make is to a close 10. Well, a close 10 to 27 would be 30. What do I need to do to go from 27 to 30? I need to add 3. That's right, 3. Then I need to go from 30 to 100. To go from 30 to 100, I add how many? Remember, 3 plus something is 10, so 30 plus, right, 70 is 100. Now, our answer is these two numbers combined, 3 and 70, which would be $73. We can represent this with an equation. For our addition equation, we would write 27 plus, we needed to find our mystery number, would equal 100. 27, we know, plus 73 equals 100. So, how much more money does Gabe need to save? Well, he needs to save $73. Now we're going to show that with subtraction. For subtraction, we're still going to start with our 27 and with our 100. But this time we're going to make our jump starting at 100 and going backwards. An easy first jump would be still to go to 30. I can make a big jump of minus 70 to go to 30. And then I do a little jump from 30 to 27. Which would be minus 3. I still have a 3 and a 70, so my answer is still 73. I can write that with an equation. I start with 100. I subtracted how many? Subtracted 73, and that's the number we were going to fill in here. And then it equals 27. So, how much money does Gabe need to save? We know that it is $73, the amount we subtracted. Okay, ready for our next one? Me too. Let's take a look at number 2. Bailey needs to bake 96 muffins. She has baked 24 already. How many more does she need to bake? Okay. We know, let's start with addition. We know that she has 24 muffins. She needs to get to 96 muffins. We need to make addition jumps to get there. One thing I could do would be to do a little jump to 30. 24 to get to 30 would be plus 6. And then I could go from 30 to 90. 30 to 90 would be plus 60. And from 90 to 96 would be plus 6. Now I do need to figure out what all those jumps were together, because my equation is 24 plus whatever those numbers equals 96. So I've got to figure out what 6 plus 60 plus 6 is. 6 plus 60 equals 66. And then I need to do 66 plus 6. I could show this on an open number line if I'm struggling. I can go 66. I can go plus 4 gets me to 70. And then plus 2 more, because 4 and 2 is 6, is 72. So 66 plus 6 is 72. My answer is 72. I could have shown this in another way too. If I didn't want to make 3 jumps, I could have done 2 jumps. I could do 24 to 96. And I could have made a big jump all the way to 94. And then a little jump from 94 to 96. 24 to 94 would be 70 plus 70. 94 to 96 would be plus 2. And look, there is our 72. So how many more muffins does Bailey need to bake? She needs to bake 72 more muffins. 72. Let's show that with subtraction now. For subtraction, we know that Bailey has 24 muffins made and she needs to get to 96. We're going to be solving this equation. 96 minus something equals 24. Different ways we can do this. I could do it in 2 jumps, or I could do it in 3 jumps. Let's do the 2 jumps. If I do a big jump back, I can get to 26. 96 to 26 would be minus 70. 26 to 24 is minus 2. My answer is 72. Remember, you can choose how to do your jumps. If you would rather do minus 10, minus 10, minus 10 over and over, you could. This is probably quicker, but you could do minus 10s. You could have done like we did our first addition. We could have done 96 to 94 and then to 24. Or we could do 96 to 90, 90 to 30, and 30 to 24. However works best for you is how you can solve. Okay? In the end, we needed 72 more muffins. Let's do 2 more for some extra practice. Let's read number 3 together. Jerry's class is raising money for a party. So far, they have raised $46. They need $85. How much more money do they need? Let's start with addition. So far, they have $46. They need $85. We're going to have to do a couple different jumps here. The first jump I want to do is to 50, because that's a nice easy 10 to work with. 46 to 50 would be plus 4. Then I can go from 50 to 80. 50 to 80 would be plus 30. Finally, I want to go from 80 to 85, which is plus 5. Now I need to add up these 3 parts. 4 plus 5 is 9. 30 plus 9 is 39. So our equation would be 46 plus our mystery number equals 85. But we know that we have 39 to make that work. So how much more money do they need? Right now, they need $39. Let's do our subtraction now. Always helpful to do both because you can check your work too. For subtraction, we know we're going to be doing 85 minus some number to get us to 46. So I put my 46 on one side and my 85 on the other. Now I can do my jumps. I still think it's easy to go to 80 here because then I have easy 10s to work with. 85 to 80 would be minus 5. And then I want to get to a 10 close to 46, which would be 50. So I'm going to do a big jump and then a little jump. 80 to 50 is minus 30. 50 to 46 is minus 4. Again, I end up with 39, which confirms my answer of $39. Let's take a look at number 4. For number 4, it says, Allison is planting 92 flowers in her garden. She has planted 37 already. How many more flowers does she need to plant? For addition, we know that she has 37 planted already. She needs to plant more so that she has planted her full 92 flowers. So we're going to start at 37 and we're going to 92. First easy jump would be to 40. 37 to 40. And then I can get close to 92, I can go to 90. So that's a big jump, and then another little jump. So I can do this in 3 jumps. 37 to 40 is plus 3. 40 to 90 is plus 50. And 90 to 92, that's easy, that's just plus 2. Then I have to add. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 50 is 55. She has 55 more flowers that she needs to plant. So 55. We can confirm that with our subtraction. For subtraction, we're going to be starting with the 92 that she needs in all, subtracting a number to get us down to the 37 that she already has. So I put my 37 and my 92, and I need to plan my jumps. I like to go to easy 10, so I'm going to go to 90 from 92. And then I can get close to 37 by going to 40, and then a little jump to 37. Just the reverse of what I did for addition. 92 to 90 is minus 2. To get from 90 to 40, I'm subtracting 50. And from 40 to 37, I'm subtracting 3. Add them together, 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 50 is 55. We've confirmed that she needs 55 more flowers. On your show that you know today, you're going to do just like this. You're going to show with addition open number lines and an addition equation that matches, and the subtraction open number line with a subtraction problem to go with it. Good luck. You're ready. You've got this. Go show them how it's done.
Turn to page 49. Here you will find your Show What You Know. The directions for your Show What You Know say, draw open number lines for addition and subtraction. Write the equations. Solve the problem. This Show What You Know has 4 word problems. For each word problem, you need to complete an open number line for addition and subtraction and include the equations. We will do the first one together. At the bottom of the page, there is another question. This is asking you to think about how you would solve 90 minus 76. You need to choose whether you would use addition or subtraction to solve this equation, and explain your answer. Let's do number 1 together. Remember to write what I'm doing as we go through so that you don't have to do it again by yourself. Number 1 reads, Tom has written 45 invitations so far. He needs to write 100 in all. How many more does he need to write? Well, this is a part-whole question, meaning we will solve with addition and subtraction. Let's start with addition. For addition, I start with my part and I'm getting to my whole, meaning I start with 45 and I'm trying to get to 100. So my equation will read 45 plus blank equals 100. Go ahead and write that down. After you write it down, think about what your first jump would be. For me, I would want to get to a nice easy 10 from 45. The closest 10 would be 50. 45 to 50 would be plus 5. And then I need to think about my jump from 50 to 100. Well, that's easy. That's just plus 50. 50 plus 50 is 100. Now, to find my total, I need to add 5 plus 50. And that is 55. I have my answer. I make sure that I write my answer for the problem. Now I'm ready for subtraction. For subtraction, I start with my whole, 100, and I'm trying to get to 45, my part. So my equation is reversed. 100 minus blank equals 45. Go ahead and write that down, and then think about your jumps that you're going to make. Okay. For this one, I think I'm going to try and get as close to 45 as I can. So I'm going to do a big jump from 100 to 50. That's a nice easy jump because it's just minus 50. And then I just have to think about going from 50 to 45, which is just minus 5. Again, my total is 55. Make sure you have this written down. You will do the next problems on this page by yourself for your show what you know. Your teacher will check this with you. Good luck! It's time for a brain break. It's mime time. What is a mime? A mime is a performer who acts out different activities or daily lives, but they do it without saying anything. That's right, they don't make a sound. They also don't use any props. So here you can see this mime in the top left. It looks like he's touching a wall. And next to that, he looks like he's sighing, like something's got him surprised or exhausted. And then it looks like he's making a phone call. And the last picture, it looks like he's holding a box. You are going to be the mime today. Don't worry, it won't be too hard. We'll do things you do all the time. Like, what did you do this morning? Are you ready? Here we go. Let's mime waking up. Hopefully you looked a little bit better than Anna did that morning. What does it look like when you wake up? Go ahead and mime that. Hopefully you got a big stretch in there. Okay. Now, bet you ate breakfast this morning. What did that look like? Hopefully you chewed your food a little bit better than Garfield here. All finished? Okay. Now, don't forget, I hope you brushed your teeth this morning. What does that look like? How would you mime brushing your teeth? I bet you didn't use 2 toothbrushes. What else did you do? Maybe you brushed your hair. Maybe you went outside and jumped rope or played another game. Maybe you even read a book. Turn those pages. Great job.
We have learned 3 different types of subtraction problems: takeaway, comparing, and part whole. We could have the same equation be represented by all 3 types of problems. It just depends on how they're asked. Let's take 100 minus 90, for example. For a takeaway problem, you might say, you have 100 marbles and take away 90. How many are left? We can solve that by saying we have 100 marbles and we're taking away 90, meaning we don't know what's going to be on the other side yet. So if I take away 90, I show minus 90, and the answer is 10. For comparing problems, you have 100 marbles and your sister has 90. What is the difference between the numbers of marbles? You have 100. Your sister has 90. We're trying to find the difference between. You can solve this with subtraction, going minus 10. Or you can solve this with addition, going the other way. 90 plus 10 equals 100. Part whole is very similar. You have 90 marbles, but you want to have 100. How many more do you need? You have 90, but you want to get to 100. You can do with addition, or you can start with the whole. You need 100. You only have 90. What's the difference between them? You're finding the difference between, the distance between, or you're taking away from. The same equation can be shown through 3 different types of problems. We're going to practice that today in your workspace book.
Turn to page 51. 3 ways to subtract. We have talked about the 3 ways to subtract, and now we're going to practice them again. The directions on this page say, choose one way to solve each problem with an open number line. Write an equation for each problem. Write the answer. Number 1 is a sample problem. We will do it together to demonstrate the 3 ways to solve comparing problems. Number 1 says, Janelle saved $62. Her sister Marisol saved $41. What is the difference between the amounts the girls saved? The first way to solve this problem is to find the distance from 62 to 41. Finding the distance from 62 means we're starting at 62 and we're going to 41. So our equation will be 62 minus blank equals 41. We're finding the distance between the 2 numbers. Starting at 62, we need to talk about what jump we want to make. So 62 to 41. Well, I could get really close to 41 by getting to 42. That would be minus 20. And then to get from 42 to 41 is just minus 1. That's a nice, easy, small jump. So 62 minus 20 plus 1 is 21. 62 minus 21 equals 41. The difference between the amount the 2 girls saved is $21. Go ahead and write that down. Now we're going to find the distance from 41 to 62. This means that we're going to start at 41 and go to 62. To do this, our equation will read 41 plus blank equals 62. Our first jump. Well, I could get from 41 to 61, and that would be a jump of plus 20. And then I could get from 61 to 62, which would be a jump of plus 1. My answer then is still 21. Go ahead and write that now. We have found the distance from 62 to 41 by subtracting. We found the distance from 41 to 62 by adding. Now we're going to take away 41 from 62. This is going to be subtracting again, but it is going to look different than our first subtraction problem. Our first subtraction problem, we were getting to 41, meaning we need to find out what our jumps were as we went. Here, we're going to be taking away 41, so our jumps will equal 41, and we don't know where we're going to end up. Well, we do, because we know the answer is going to be 21. But if we didn't, we would not already know what our bottom number would be. So, for takeaway problems, we are going to start with 62. Our equation is 62 minus 41. We need to figure out what that equals. When we do take away, we break our 41 into 40 and 1. So we do 62 minus 40. 62 minus 40 is, that's right, 22. Now we need to subtract the 1. So minus 1 is 21. We've now subtracted 40 and 1 for a total of 41. 62 minus 41 is 21. And there you have it. Those are the 3 ways we can find the difference between the amounts the girls saved. We could find the distance from 62 to 41 with subtraction. We could find the distance from 41 to 62 with addition, or we could use subtraction to take away 41 from 62. You can use any of these 3 methods to solve the problems below. You choose which way works best for each problem. You will solve problems 2 through 5 on your own.